Welcome to today's class. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's look at this question together. They said n varies jointly as the square of n and the square root of q. If m is 24 when n is equals to 2 and q is equals to 4, find the value of n when n is 5 and q is 9. Now from the question I just read now, this is variation, and we have different types of variation. We have the direct variation, we have the inverse variation, we have the joint variation, and we have the partial variation. But from this question now, it is called joint variation. Now let's interpret the question. N varies jointly, so n, you introduce the sign of proportionality, is equal to the square of what? N square, and the square root of q. This is the square root of q. So this is the interpretation of the question. But we have to remove the sign of what? Proportionality by introducing a what? A constant. So if I have to introduce a constant, it's going to give me k, n squared, the square root of what? Of q. Now let's continue with the question. If n is equals to what? 24, n is 2 and q is 4. So I have n as 24, k, we don't know, that's what we're looking for. N is 2, so 2 raised to power 2, and the square root of what? Of 4. So what I have is 24 is equals to k. 2 times 2 gives us 4, and the square root of 2 is 4 is what? 2. 24 will give us, this times will give us what? 8k. So divide both sides by what? 8. So 24 over 8 is equals to 8k over 8. This will go with this will go with this. Therefore, k is equals to what? 3. Now I want to put my k back here, so it's going to be what? M is equals to 3 n squared, the square root of what? K. So let's continue with this. The question now says, find m when n is what? Is 5 and q is what? 9. So n, we don't know. 3. What is n? N is 5. So 5 times 5 times the square root of q, which is 9. We should have 3 times 5 times 5 times 3. Now let's go. This times this will give us 15, times 5 will give us 75, times 3 will give us what? 2 to 5. So the value of m is 2 to 5. I hope you understand. Thank you for watching.